Hello and a warm welcome for today's webinar here at Hexagon Icon Etalon in Braunschweig, Germany. Today we want to present you the latest news and innovation from BendingStudio and TubeInspect product line. With the new TubeInspect product and new BendingStudio software, we will redefine precision, automation and sustainability of Hexagon's tube and wire solution. Today with me, Günther Sühlmann, Product Line Director, Régis Diné, Business Enablement Manager, and my name is Christoph Dold, Senior Product Manager. Let's dive in and go in. Let's first talk a bit about the tube and wire market. Günther, which changes do you see in the market for the next years?
Thank you, Christoph. The tube and wire industry is rapidly evolving, shaped by the demand for higher precision, faster turnaround and top-tier quality. To remain competitive in this fast-moving landscape, manufacturers must adapt and invest in cutting-edge technologies. In fact, the bending machine market itself is projected to grow by more than $2 billion for the next 4 years, and mainly driven by innovations in robotics and bending technologies. This growth is a sign for us that there is an increasing need for speed and accuracy in bending operations.
So, Régis, why is it important that Hexagon offers a dedicated product like the TubeInspect and BendingStudio software for this market?
Well, let's bring the human side of Hexagon tube and wire measurement system to life. Because behind every technical specification, there is a story of people, pressure, and progress. Imagine today the real life. You're on the production, the clock is ticking, orders are sticking out, your team is really pushing hard, but outdated tools are holding them back. Mistakes creeps in. Reworks cost rise. Deadline loom. Now, imagine another scenario. You are equipped with this new TubeInspect systems. This isn't another piece of equipment just for measuring. It's a game changer on your production. With TubeInspect and BendingStudio software, you don't just measure tube, you master them. Every bend is inspected with precision. Every deviation is corrected in real time. You stop second-guessing your quality because now you know it's right and you can produce good parts very quickly.
And the customers?
It's very simple. Time is back in their hands. Setup that once took hours takes now minutes. Training that used to spend days, now it's 5 minutes to get an operator ready to measure a tube with a TubeInspect. Using TubeInspect is as intuitive as a mechanical gauge, but definitely more powerful. Your team spends less time in troubleshooting and more time in producing. That's not just efficiency, that's a peace of mind. Savings that feel personal. No more wasted material, no more scrap parts, and no bulky gauges cluttering your workspace. Okay, now you are probably interested to learn more about the product news. Christoph, with the launch of the third generation TubeInspect, what innovations can our customers look forward to get?
Yeah, a lot of innovations. We see here the 37 TubeInspect M model. We also have an XL variant. It's an optical ultra-fast measurement system which delivers precise results in seconds, even in challenging shop floor environments. And we added temperature compensation, so for harsh environments, and also in the software we added a lot of new features. But let's start with the hardware first. And Régis, can you demonstrate us the details?
At Hexagon, we have always been focused about the operator. We really think that easiest is the use of the system, more the people will use it. And this is really an important point for the development of the machine. So let's see the workflow for the operator of this machine. You select the tube, you put it on the machine, and you just press on the button. It's as easy as this. It goes very fast, the system takes the image, analyze, and give you immediately the result in few seconds. You have a LED status bar, here it's green, that means the tube is okay. You have the screen to see all the details of the shear deviation. When it's red, you just correct the bender. When it's green like here, you go to the report with a touch screen and you have immediately your report which is done on your language. Nothing is easier as this. We have added to this machine too temperature sensor on each glasses in order to manage the deviation of the temperature on the workshop. This is very important for the quality of the measurements, and this allows us to have a ISO 17025 certification of the system. Another point which is very important for Hexagon is sustainability. We know that this machine already allows to save per year around 9 tons carbon emission. One of our customers reported that he has saved 94% of his scraps per year. This allows to save a lot of material. No more gauge, and we can go further with this machine thanks to energy saving mode. But for the operator, nothing to do. All is managed directly by the machine thanks to an integrated computer inside the machine.
Okay, we know behind each new hardware component is a very powerful software. Now, how does the latest version of BendingStudio enhance the value of Hexagon solutions for modern measurement systems? Regis, can you give us an introduction?
Yes, BendingStudio XT version 12 is Hexagon advanced software platform that connects every step of the tube and wire manufacturing process, from design, production to quality control. It's power system like the new TubeInspect, but also the Absolute Arm, the Absolute Tracker, enabling both manual and automated inspection with high precision. Christophe, could you show the new version of BendingStudio and what customer can wait when they do a so complex tube?
Let's see how to measure this complex tube. So we have the possibility with TubeInspect to show a reference position. So it shows the user how to place the part into the machine. So he moves it until the checkbox here is green, and then by the push button he starts this measurement. Now if the images are taken, the software calculates, of course, the bend parts of the tube of both components, but also this bracket here, and the position of this drill hole is measured very accurately. The screen shows me a summary that all the components I added to the inspection plans have been measured, and if I confirm again, I can see the measurement results immediately. In this case, it's now completely inside tolerance, showing the green bar, and the results are shown for each defined criteria. But let's now have an example of a tube which is maybe not within tolerance. So I have here an example of a complex bend part where the material is pre-cut. This means we cannot change the length of the tube even if we do the next part for bending, because we have a whole magazine of existing material. So let's see if we measure this part. So I select the nominal data from the database, inspect the part. So after the measurement, we see the result, and in this example, it's clearly outside tolerance, which is showed here at the bar chart. Now I go into the correction app of BendingStudio, and the system shows me the correction, and if I cannot correct the length, so I will have an end length error here. An example for bend extract is now a smart function which distributes this remaining error for the correction data. So I simply tick a checkbox to keep the measured length for the data set of corrections, and then the software proposes me a set of correction data. So, and it shows the part after correction will be inside tolerance, and it also regards the tolerance limits to calculate such a correction. But beside of tubes with round circular, we also can measure with TubeInspect parts with rectangular profile. Here's an example for a bus bar, which is important for e-mobility, but also other applications like in agriculture manufacturing. You have often rectangular tubes for heavy machinery because they have more stability. We place the part in TubeInspect, select the nominal data, inspect the part, and with the same technology we get the center line and orientation of the profiles, and within seconds a result of such a tube. And also here we benefit from our correction process so that we are able to clamp restrictions in the corrections. For such rectangular tubes it's usually the rotation, so you cannot rotate on a length like a circular profile, and this is also a benefit which helps. Beside this, all measurement functions, we have seen different measurement features, correction functions. BendingStudio also provides a lot of import and export filters to be compatible to the data workflows from the companies, from our customers. There they can import their format very quickly. Even a cut import is possible. So you load the cut model and extract the bending data within seconds. And even the new version now comes with an integrated API, which means we give programmatic access to our customers, to our database and to the results. And so they can integrate BendingStudio fluently in their existing processes.
Yeah, Christoph, this was really an impressive demo, but we are talking to people from production. What kind of return on investment can they expect if they invest in such a machine?
Well, this is really a key point of what we can offer with our machine. In production, the first thing which is important is the faster setup of the bender. Our customers reported to us that generally between changing the tools on the bender, make the first setup, they need minimum 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. With our system, we reduce the time to set up the bender to do quickly the first good tube to 2-3 minutes maximum. This is really a game changer on your production. It really boosts the numbers of tubes you will produce with the same number of benders. It's not rare to have 56% more tube produced thanks to this TubeInspect system. The second point which is important is the scraps. I said before that the customer has saved 94% of the scraps since he used the TubeInspect. What does it mean in numbers? Before to have the TubeInspect, he was producing 38,000 tube scraps per year. Today, by using our machine, he makes only 2,000 scraps per year. This is incredible. It saved 36,000 tubes per year. The cost of this is really important. The last point which is important is the number of gauge. You know that without our system, we need 1 gauge per tube. With the TubeInspect, the tube change, we just change the data, in 2 minutes the program is done, and we can measure it. That means we do not need anymore any gauge. All that makes that all our customers reported that those machines, the small one and the big one, are generally with an ROI less than 2 years.
Yeah, thank you very much, Regis. So we can expect a return on investment within 1 or 2 years. This is amazing. Now, we want to thank you for attending our webinar. Let me conclude a little bit what we learned today. Hexagon's 3rd generation, this is what we learned today, and paired with BendingStudio 12.0, redefines precision, efficiency in tube and wire manufacturing. And with this ultra-fast, non-contact measurement and real-time correction feedback, it reduces scrap, rework, downtime, and as we have learned, delivering a very fast return on investment. Designed for e-mobility, for smart manufacturing, it is also supporting sustainability goals by minimizing waste, what we have seen now, and energy use. So together, these innovations will empower you as manufacturer to stay competitive, agile and future ready.